Hey folks, I'm Pocan Joe, and I'm here at the 100th anniversary convention for the American Legion. Notice my styling and profiling shark hat when I'm swimming through the waters. Got myself another haul. I think you're going to be very interested in this stuff because this one's definitely unique. So what I ended up with, since it's the 100th year of the American Legion, I've been bebopping around. I sit on a couple of chairs and had a great time up here. We're up here in Herndon, Virginia. It's up near Dallas Airport, near the D.C. area. So let me tell you what my haul is and what I got. The very first thing I got when I got here for free was the American Legion program. There it is. There are no variants and a limited number of this. What else did I end up with? Committee reports from the various committees that are out there. Very valuable, very rare. No variants there either. 100% solid. My delegation paperwork, bam, one of a kind with my name on it and the signatures and autographs of officers on here. What else did I end up with? My personal report, very limited. No variants. This is everything I've done this year for Youth Air Rifle. There it is. Bam. That will be my official report this year. And got a manual on work and parliamentary procedures. I mean, what more could you ask for? It was a great haul. Now, do you want to know about the comic books that I got? Let me tell you about the comic books I got today. So I went out at lunch, and there's a comic book store here, and it's called Comic Logic and Artwork. Very clean place, very upscale. Love the staff in there. They really took care of me. It was just an all-around great comic book store. I wish I would have grabbed one of their cards, but I didn't. Anyway, I told the lady while I was there for the American Legion convention, and she was like, oh, well, you know, thank you for your service and everything else, and she gave me 10% off today. So I walked out of a comic book store with everything you're about to see, and I probably I spent under $50, surprisingly. And the lady complimented me that I have a good eye for artwork. So we'll find out, because you get to determine that. Now, the very first thing I saw in the last video, I'm basically on the hunt for variants. You know, different places get different variants because they use different distributors, and sometimes it gets a little hard to get some of these more harder to find variants. So I found this today for Superman, #1. This kind of art kind of variant. I kind of liked that. I thought that was really cool. I've already read the story. It's an okay story. It's a Superman story. Right? It's pretty much what it is. I got this off the recommendation of somebody else, and I saw a variant version of it. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get that. And that's this Magic Order #1. I got that. I always like these kind of black and white sketch type variants, and I found it. I told you last week that there was one comic book I was looking for, and it came out. It came out on a Wednesday. I actually already read through this. It's a bunch of short stories. It's okay. Like I wasn't overly impressed with it. You can tell it's a bunch of different artists and stuff, but I definitely wanted it just to add into the collection as a new type of comic book coming out. We'll see where it goes, and we'll see what they do with this as they move on. Let's see here. I found myself another Captain America variant from Captain America #1. Yes, I did. It was kind of cool. It's one of the ones I don't have. Granted, it's not as rare as some of the ones out there, but I was just happy to have it because, as you know, I'm a Captain America fan. So there it is. That's the black and white Star Spangled Banner. Plus, it's the American Legion 100th anniversary convention. I had to get something America, right? I went ahead and picked this one up. Plastic Man #1. This is a variant cover. I've been looking at it. I really couldn't make up my mind. And then I was like, you know what? I mean, seriously, what's $4, right? I'm getting 10% off anyway today. So, you know, I'll make it worth my while and theirs. And I went ahead and picked it up. I'm going to read it. You know, we'll see where it goes. I've never really been a huge Captain or Plastic Man fan. But, you know, we'll take a look at it and we'll see what happens. I went ahead and picked up, could not find any variants of this, and my local comic book shop was out of this when I went on, it was New Comic Book Thursday for me, as you all know. But so I went ahead and picked this up because they were out, and we'll see what that is. unfortunately, I only know a little bit about this character. I know, shame on me. But I'm assuming the way he's dressed, we got pretty much like a Superman-style hero here. But we'll find out. We'll give that a read. We'll see what it is. And then they had a comic book artist here in the local area who's just cutting his teeth in comic books. And they had his comic book up there for sale. It was a little expensive. It was about $5.99. But, I get it. They're starting, right? So they need capital. So, they're going to be a little priced. And, of course, this is an origin story. And this is called Light Chasers. And their little comic book company is called Uncanny Nerd. Let me grab this. Yeah, Uncanny Nerd. I'm assuming those are the artists and everything. And there's some more of their information if you want to look at some of their stuff up there. They're on YouTube. They got Facebook. They're LinkedIn, I guess, without having a LinkedIn site. I went ahead and read the story. It's your typical origin story, so I'm kind of curious where it goes. 4% of the Earth turns into some sort of superpowered mutants with some weird coloring on them. Also, I went ahead and picked up a signed one, too, because you never know where these guys are going to go, Now, was it a bad story? No. Was it an overly good story? We've heard this story before, to some degree. Something crashes into the sun, radiation, blah, blah, blah. People get weird markings. They become very different, and people hate them for it, so they bully them, and back and forth, back and forth. Although I do like the way this one was written, because it seemed like somebody had some experience being bullied, maybe in high school. It seemed very realistic and approachable to that degree. But I'm kind of excited. We'll see what the future holds for the Light Chasers. Either way, not a bad comic. If you see it out, be popping around. The local artists are from Virginia, and you're from Virginia. Let's help support these guys and their endeavors. It is Saturday. It's about 1 o'clock. I have a dinner tonight. I'm going to try to hit up one more comic book store that I heard about just on the outskirts of town a little bit. We'll see what that leads us. What is going on with this? With the hair? That's crazy. You'd think I would have combed my hair before I did a video. It's the hat. It's always the hat that does this. So what do you think? What did I find that was good? What did I find that was bad? Let me know. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you're like, dude, seriously, stop. You're not good at this. All right? Happy birthday, American Legion. I look forward to another 100 years of service to you and with you. And to everybody else out there, I hope you all have a great day. Be safe and enjoy the weather if it's nice. It's beautiful out. Take it easy. Bye.